Hey guys, we're here playing Building a Better World. And we're just gonna go to 15 or 16 in our first turn. Seems fine. There's not that much pressure from noise in the early game usually. And he may be terrified of Sea Scourge as well. Archives are good in the opening hand. We're kind of a power shutdown deck. Virus Breeding Ground Chakana, interesting. So we don't actually care about Chakana at all because we are going to slow advance most of our stuff. Progenitor, clone chip to get the Chakana back, makes sense. I think we actually just score this right now. And maybe he can come at it, but I doubt he can steal it. He needs something pretty special to get this one. I find the key against noise is to mostly just rush him, go fast. Oh, here comes the imp. Gonna lose probably our, yeah, power shutdown, that's fine. Atlas in the archives already. That's not ideal, I'll be honest. Draw. Housekeeping is pretty good. Let's save our Atlas and let's play the Grim. I don't love to do this. But we need to keep him from coming in our hand all the time and just doing his shenanigans. Kosh Chakana, very nice. Dumps a Jackson. Mills are really on point so far. And now the clone chip parasite is going to threaten this ice wall. Yeah. I think this turn we could play housekeeping, but I think it's a little better to score this before we have to res Grim and get a bad pub. Going to 2 points early is good for us. We can maybe push the Atlas through with the double ice wall while he's finding his economy. Yikes. Only play 2 3-pointers and he already has one of them. So we're probably having to play to 4 agendas, which is not what you want to do. So he's clicking for money, he's discarding cards. And yeah, let's push this through. In case of Crowder, Enigma is a little better here. There's Pawn Shop, good for him. The question for us is we try to push this Atlas with counters on it. Like, is he realistically going to get here with the Darwin? And I think the answer is he could. But if we put the Grim here, we'll be able to get at least one counter. Let's advance. And I think one counter will do it. I think we ice wall here just to stop bleeding accesses. So we can now res this and still score Atlas with the counter on it. He's got some cards in hand he doesn't really want, so I think the housekeeping is not that great right now. So he's already just overdrawing and discarding because he's trying to get some stuff happen. We're not actually playing any copies of Hostile Takeover, which could certainly hurt us here. So with his Breeding Ground, he's going to be able to get Darwin out and threaten a few counters. Question for us is, if we install double advance, He brings the Darwin out, gets 1 counter, 2, 3, 4 counters, and runs. If he has Stim Hack, if he has Grimoire, he's got a few outs here. Including just playing Chakana and pumping it 3 times by running the R&D. I think we don't go right now. I think we just wait. Maybe even play to 4 agendas with another Atlas, and we can... I don't know. I don't love spending the Atlas token to get my last 3-pointer if he might be able to snipe it. And we might get a really good power shutdown on a progenitor. If we get a second power shutdown, we can go bam bam and maybe knock out a couple things that are really good for him. Oh, really? Do we res this? We res this and we get to kill progenitor. I think we... do res this. So my plan is to hit the first progenitor, try to get him to install onto the second progenitor with the Darwin, and then power shut down the progenitor, killing both of those. He jacks out. Interesting. Well, now we have no money. But he can come again next turn for it, unless we get a bunch of money. He wants to Parasite. If he Parasites, he can kill Enigma straight up. What we're actually going to do, I think, this is no longer safe. I'm going to throw this here. He could shard me, but he probably does not have it. There's an Ash. So if we get the Ash here and a bit of money, I'm going to feel better about using my Atlas token for a 3-pointer. Another clone chip. Yeah, we're going to use this. And we'll send back power shutdown, Atlas, and Jackson. Really solid shuffles. Not any good against the Darwin at all, actually. There's a Beanstalk. That's so much better than clicking for credits all turn. Do we put Enigma here? I think we don't. I think we dangle the Ash and hope he goes for it. If he doesn't go for it, we're still okay because we have an Ash there. See, the play he can do is he can just lose a program to Grim. Then if he gets David in his heap... Oh no, it doesn't really help. No, it doesn't really help, does it? He needs to have, like, some sucker tokens before you can really just insta-parasite both of these. He can kill this with 1 parasite. But this takes a sucker token. I have a Lotus Field. Which I could install on the remote. There's Hive Mind. Is he gonna go for a medium dig as well? Hosts on the progenitor. Yeah, he must have medium. He's going for a big dig. So yeah, he's doing so much discard that the housekeeping would have done nothing. Corporate war, that's an interesting concept, but we really can't do much with it. I mean, we're just feeding it to him if we... This sucks. We might get medium dug pretty hard. In which case you'll be able to draw our three-pointer. Another progenitor. Oh, he gets all three of them? That's a shame. Our power shutdown has now been blanked. If we put this here, does he run it? He probably does. There's the Jackson again. Yeah, we've really lost steam here. The parasite recursion is the big problem here. Because even if we make him run in here and fight the ash trace, he's hardly paying any money for it. Like even the Lotus is going to cost him $2. Well, I put Lotus here. He gets Darwin. It's going to be 1 strength from the Grimoire, 2 at the start of his turn, 2 more from the Hive Mimics, 4. He just pays through it. But if we wait, it gets not much better for us. So I'm really considering the purge here. But I'm not sure it actually helps. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't think that was right. That felt pretty bad. He's just getting more money. Doesn't have to run until he does his medium slaughter. The key question here is if he has David in hand. If he has David, this Grim is worthless, and we're basically screwed. We know he has Parasite. He's going to kill this ice straight up, which is fine. That ice was already like a Walking Dead ice anyway. This clone chips are a huge problem for us. What's he got left in his stack? 15 cards. probably not playing Levy, would you say? The quantity is as good as anything else. Do we push it here? He's going to be able to have Darwin on progenitor, probably. Maybe not. To 11. Transfers 1 token, breaks this, breaks this. So that's $4, is puts into 7. Actually, because the BaBW will be at 8. We have to pay like 5 into this. Yeah, whatever. Let's do this. Don't want to just sit around and do nothing until we get milled out. Yeah, he has so much money. Suppressing how rich Noise is compared to an entire corporation. Is he not going to go for this? So let me go to 6, and then he's going to keep me off the last one. That seems a little risky. Oh, never mind. This has one more advancement on it. Now it has 2 more advancements on it. Interesting. This is now a 6-2. Seems legit. There's 1 clone chip down though, so that's something. But he can probably mill us out before we score out. Oh, there's the David. I knew he had it in there somewhere. So this is going to be the one for the Darwin. But if you can only run once, then it's going to maybe be enough to get there. So we do care about Chakana. I lied about saying we didn't care as much about Chakana. It's actually still pretty annoying for us. So I think searching the 5-3 would have just gotten us in a lot of trouble. This is actually going to stop him, right? Yeah, no data suckers, no... You need to put a counter on there to get through. This actually does stop him. Or can you do anything about that? Does he have anything in his archives? He doesn't have sucker, does he? No, he doesn't have anything. If this was an Atlas with like 3 counters on it, that would be incredible. Beanstalk. Well, we get our 7 credits. That's not nothing. It's not nothing. It's down to 8 in his stack. I don't think the housekeeping's live, especially with NAPD sitting in the bin. What else is in here? Surprisingly, just that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 4 agendas left in our 14 card deck. It's about to be dicey. So how do we How do we do this? NAPD is currently a 7-2, which is right off the table. Project Alice being a 5-2. We could install double advance it, but he's going to be able to get through by just pumping up his hive mind. Now we could have fired off one power shutdown and cleaned out a progenitor, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah, we'll make him pay a couple credits, I guess. Gets the medium out, sees 4 cards. Very nice. With how stacked our agenda is. Oh, 5 cards actually. Sadly, we're not playing snare. Kind of would like to be. We could search here, but I think it does nothing. He probably just beats us here. Not quite. If he runs the archives, he wins. Just a shame. Alright, well, power shutdown for 0. What's our follow-up here? When you can power shut down again for 0. That NAPD wins the game for him. And we can't save it with anything. No, we can't. We have a Jackson Howard. Yeah, so it's got to be Atlas token for power shutdown. Oh, this shuffles the deck. I don't love that. So if we put something here, it's like a stone cold bluff saying there's nothing in the archives. We can't be doing that. We have to just do this. I think we still lose, but at least we cleaned his stuff out. Pretty pleased about it. Just slaughtering 4 for 2. If we had some more good ice on our R&D, we would be able to pull this off. This Grim here was maybe poorly positioned. I don't know. Because Grim really is the card you need to stop. Well, no, not really the David. It would eventually be good. Yeah. He's smart. Runs here. I'll have to send the NAPD back. NAPD. What else do we want? I guess we want power shutdown. No, I guess we want ice. The biggest, beefiest ice we can find, I guess, is actually Enigma. That's sad. Actually, Archive is good. Yeah, he should have run the Archives last turn. He would have won the game. But he's still in great shape with this loaded medium. And us with basically nothing. Yeah, if he just runs R&D 3 times, I don't think he can lose. Because we'll be solidly locked. We can't keep him out with just this ice wall. And the bad pop doesn't help either. Yep, that does it. So kind of got stalled. Chakana was definitely a nuisance. I think Grim needs to come out. The whole David thing is just awful in this matchup. And yeah, I think I'd rather be at like a 4 strength ice. Probably better in Titan as well. We've had an extra Atlas token. I'm not sure there's really a good need to play this ID anymore. We do have a fair number of things. Well, we didn't draw that many. There was a lot more in our deck, I think. No, just a blue level. Right, a lot of them got milled. So we do play a lot of operations. We make $5-6 a game. It's hard to say. Thanks for watching, guys.